Workplace noise is a major health hazard. Continued exposure to high noise levels can result in permanent hearing damage, which is why there are strict regulations requiring the mandatory wearing of hearing protection in many work environments. However, the risk of hearing loss is not the only noise-related hazard. Traditional hearing protection does just that. It cuts down the noise levels you are hearing, including speech, alarms, and other important workplace sounds. Not being able to communicate properly because you can't hear brings with it its own set of hazards. So it's logical that a major goal of hearing technology developers has been to create a system that cuts back levels of industrial noise while at the same time enhancing your ability to hear face-to-face speech. The state-of-the-art Sensear hearing defense system does just that. By a unique processing system built into the device, it lowers background noise to acceptable levels and enhances face-to-face speech. The processed sound delivered to the ear is limited to less than 82 dBA. However, external audio sources connected to the SP1, such as mobile phones, MP3 players and two-way radios, have independent volume controls and therefore are not limited by the SP1. However, just like traditional ear protection, you need to use it correctly to maximize its benefits. So let's take a look at how you can achieve maximum hearing protection and enhanced speech recognition. The device itself consists of a small unit that clips to your belt or shirt. The yellow unit is our standard model, while the orange unit is Bluetooth enabled and will connect wirelessly to mobile phones. The unit is connected to earplugs via a robust cable that can tuck behind your clothing for extra safety. Each plug contains two forwards and sideways facing microphones. The plugs are designed for two types of tips that fit into your ear: soft foam conforming ear tips and silicone ear tips. The type you choose to use is a matter of personal preference. However, it is essential that the tips are inserted correctly, and the method is a little different for each type. Put the unit on, making sure that the earbuds labelled left and right are able to be fitted into your left and right ears. With clean hands, make sure that the tips are clean and undamaged. Place the foam tip or silicone tip at an angle to the plastic canal and push onto the stem. You place the foam tips firmly in your ear canal in the same way as the traditional earplugs you may already be used to. Gently compress the earplug between your fingers, taking care not to crease it, until it is in a cylinder shape less than half its original diameter. The silicone ear tips do not need to be compressed as they are pre-shaped. From this point on, the method is basically the same for both, although the foam plug should be inserted within 5 seconds of being compressed. What is critical is that you fit them correctly. Gently pull your ear up and backwards with one hand while inserting the earplug into the ear. Align the earplug horizontally in your ear, making sure it seats well into the ear canal and feels comfortable. If you can hear too much background noise coming through, it is an indication that the tips are not correctly positioned in your ear canal. As you can see, when inserted, the tips should seat firmly and be barely visible. If you still experience problems, you may need to switch the type of ear tip you are using. To turn the unit on, press the power button. The LEDs will turn on briefly and the welcome message will play. Sensear, sounds good to me. You are now able to hear the Sens processed sound, with background noise softened and direct speech enhanced. Volume can be increased or decreased by using the volume up and down buttons. In normal use, it is best set to level 2 or 3. As you become used to using the Sensear unit, you'll be able to adjust the volume to the level that best complements your own hearing capabilities. If you are having trouble hearing someone in a face-to-face situation, it is better to lean in closer rather than increasing the volume, as this will also increase the background noise and won't really help you hear better. With the unit operating and the earplugs correctly fitted, background sound will be lowered and face-to-face speech much clearer. Don't forget though, it's the unit that's processing the sound. If the person you are talking to isn't wearing a Sensear unit, while you'll hear them above the background, they won't be hearing you as clearly. You'll also hear your own voice quite loudly, so you do need to speak up to ensure the other person can hear you too, particularly during a Bluetooth phone call. By using a cable and audio adapter, you can connect a two-way to your Sensear unit. Audio adapters are available directly from Sensear or Sensear distributors. With the two-way connected, you must use the multifunction button as the press to talk to communicate via the two-way. Just speak normally and your voice will be transmitted through your Sensear unit to the two-way. In this mode, your voice is mixed with the background noise. By pressing and releasing the power button for less than 2 seconds, you enter quiet mode, which cuts out the background sound, and you'll hear only the transmission from the two-way. To restore normal sound, simply press and release the power button again. Quiet mode is indicated by a fast flashing of the green LED. In this mode, you will not be able to hear face-to-face speech. Pressing the power button quickly again will take the unit back to normal mode with the LED flashing slowly. The orange SP1x are Bluetooth enabled, allowing you to connect without a cable to other Bluetooth devices such as mobile phones. However, you will need to pair the Sensear with your phone to use this service. On your Bluetooth-enabled Sensear, press and hold the multifunction button for 5 seconds. This will access the pairing mode. The blue LED will illuminate solid blue and an audible message will play. Bluetooth discoverable. Make sure that Bluetooth is enabled on the device you are pairing. Then, use the phone's menu to search for Bluetooth devices. It will discover your SP1x, so select it from the list of discovered devices. Enter the pin on the phone, 0000. The phone will now be paired with your SP1x, enabling you to use your phone through your earplugs. Once the phone is paired, the Sensear unit will attempt to automatically reconnect to that phone each time the Sensear unit is powered back on. You should note that the Sensear unit can only be paired to one phone at a time. Due to the design of some mobiles and the way they interact with the network, you may experience a loss of audio from your phone in very high noise areas. If this happens, it can usually be resolved by simply moving a short distance away from the noise source. Your Sensear unit is robust and functional, and maintenance is minimal. However, you should keep it clean and check the ear tips on a regular basis. And don't forget, keep it charged. Sensear sounds good to me.